Hello friends, welcome to the class on engineering drawing. In this video, we are going to solve another problem on projections of solids. So in this problem, they are given that is a pentagonal prism 25 mm sides. Okay, pentagonal prism of 25 mm sides of base 60 mm axis length resting on one of its edges of the base. The first data that is required. See, pentagonal prism 25 mm side, 60 mm axis length resting on one of its base edge. Now, what is the data which is with respect to VP, and also they are given that which is inclined to VP at 30 degree. This base edge is inclined at an angle of 30 degree. So this is step number 3. That is the data required for us to draw the step number 3. Resting base edge is inclined at an angle of 30 degree. Next one, draw the projections of the prism when the axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree. Axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree. So what is the type of lamina? Pentagonal prism of side 25 mm base edge. So you have to write a pentagon in such a way that one of its base edge must come to the right side. So what we have to do is, first I am going to write the line. So it must be of how much? 25 mm. Okay, so one of its edge must come to the right side. So this is a 25 mm I written. So with the help of protractor from one corner, see, I am going to measure how much? 108 degree. That is the angle between the edges, and also from the other corner I am going to locate the same 108. Okay, so now with the help of scale I am going to join this with a light line. So thin line you have to mark because it is not much long. Okay, so it is only a 25 mm. With the help of compass, take the measurement of how much you are going to take. 25 mm. With one of the corner I am going to cut the arc. With the other corner I am going to cut the arc. So next, with this corner I am going to cut the arc like this. From the another corner I am going to fix it and cut the arc. So this is how I am going to draw the pentagon. Now I am going to join all the corners. Okay, so this is the pentagon. Okay, so name the corners as, see, top face I am going to name it as A, B, C, D and E, whereas bottom face, that is invisible corners, A1, B1, C1, D1 and this one is E1. So in this, when we are solving the problems on solids, we need to identify the center. In the case of pentagon, how to identify the center? You consider one corner, that is corner A, which is the opposite edge DC. Identify the midpoint of DC. Identify the midpoint of DC. It will be approximately 12.5. Okay, join this line. Join this line. So in the same way, identify, you take any other corner. So I am selecting B. So which is opposite edge? D is opposite edge. Identify the midpoint of this. So it will be around 12.5. So cut the arc over here. Okay, so this will be the another line. So these two are called as bisectors. Okay, to identify the midpoint we need to draw two bisectors, okay, or medians. So this will be the center of this pentagon. So the top face center I am going to name it as O. Bottom face center, that is invisible, that is called as O1. Okay, so whatever which is invisible, it must be inside the parenthesis. So what next? Next I am going to draw the what? So just draw the XY line. So this is the next step. Okay, so this is a X and this one is y, vp and hp. Okay, so next what we have to do, we need to draw the projection upwards. Okay, we need to draw the projection upwards from all the corners like this until it touches the xy line. So like this. So these are the projectors. Okay, we are going to draw the projectors. Next also I am going to draw the projection for the center. So first locate the bottom face. Bottom face, what are the namings I am giving? A1, B1, C1. So the observer will be looking from this side. So A1 is nearer, B1 is nearer, C1 is nearer. Okay, so these three corners is visible, whereas E1 and D1 is invisible. So that is what we have to represent here. A1 dash is visible, B1 dash is not visible, and E1 dash will comes in a same line. So this will be in parentheses E1 dash, and this is in bracket O1 dash, that is also not visible. Next, this one is C1 dash is visible, whereas D1 dash is not visible. So this is represent what? Bottom face. Whereas what is the length of the axis? It is of 60 mm. So take the measurement of 60 mm. How to represent the axis line? One large line followed by small line, thin line. Okay, large line, small line, large line, small line. So this is how we are going to draw the axis. So next, remaining vertical edges I need to draw. So draw the top face like this. Next, draw the projections upwards. So this will be dark. So this one will be visible and this one will be visible. See, only the visible edges must be dark. See, the bottom face is dark and this top face is dark. So what is the naming? This will be same, right? A dash, top face. Next one, B dash and E dash. B dash in bracket E dash. So this one is in bracket O dash. Next, this one is C dash in bracket D dash. So this is the step number 1. And also you have to write the dimension. That is very much important. This is 60 and so this one is how much? 25. So it is very much important to locate the dimensions. What is that? Next one is inclination with respect to HP, right? So here they are telling that axis is inclined to HP at 40 degree. So which is the edge to the right side? C1 dash and D1 dash is the edge to the right side. It is resting on one of its base edge. So therefore I am going to fix C1 dash and D1 dash. So this is I am going to fix C1 dash and D1 dash. So it is inclined at an angle of how much? 40 degree. From this as center, I am going to draw a line which is inclined at an angle of 40 degree like this. Next I am going to draw the line. Okay. So next, take the measurement from C1 dash to C dash. Take the measurement from C. See here the axis is inclined, right? So but see here, this axis is parallel to all vertical edges. So therefore, if I incline any one of the edges at the required angle, the axis also inclined at that angle. So therefore, take the measurement from C1 dash to C dash and cut the arc over here. So what is this? This is a C dash in bracket D dash. Now draw the perpendicular line to this one. Okay, draw the perpendicular line like this. Okay, so take the measurement from C1 dash to A1 dash. Okay, like this you have to take the measurement. Next, this one I am going to cut over here. It will be same from here to here. So this will be what? A1 dash. This one is A dash. Okay, in the same way, identify C1 dash to B1 dash. See, this one you need to identify. C1 dash to B1 dash, cut the arc. So this one is cut the arc. Next C1 dash to O1 dash, there is a center, right? So cut the arc like this. Okay. So next make this one as dark. So it must be similar to the step number 1. Okay. So the visible and invisible must be same, and the axis line, large lines followed by small line. And give the naming. So this is the bottom face and this one is top face. Namings. So this is a B dash and E dash. So this one is O dash. So this one is B dash, B1 dash in bracket E1 dash. So this one is O1 dash. Okay. So only the front view and top view must be dark. So here they're telling that the axis is inclined, right? So from here you need to draw the line, right, like this. So this axis is inclined at an angle of 40 degree. So this is what you need to mention. Okay. Now we need to draw the projections. So as I told, you need to go step by step. So I will draw the first vertical projection from C1 dash to D1 dash. So draw the horizontal projection where both will intersect. So that will be the bottom face, right? This is the C1 and this one is D1. In the same way, draw the projection from O1 dash, and here also you draw the projection. So this is a O1. In the same way, this one E dash and B dash, draw the projection from the corresponding corners and identify the top view. So this is a B1 and this one is the E1. Okay. So next we need to locate the corner A1. So this is a A1. In the same way, we are going to draw the projection from here. So this represents C dash and D dash. This is C dash and D dash. And name it. You need to mention it because it will be confusing, right? C and D. Okay, what next? In the same way, we are going to draw the projection from here downwards. So this is a B dash and E dash. So this will be E and this one will be B. In the same way, locate the A. Okay, A dash. So this one is A, and we need to locate the center also. Locate the center, draw the vertical projection, horizontal projection, this is O. See, after this we need to draw the visible and invisible edges. So this is very much important. So we have steps for that. Okay. So steps to write top view. So what is the first step? Identify the resting edge or corner. Resting edge or corner must be enclosed in parentheses and the edges going from these corners will be invisible. So this is step number 1. As per this step, resting corner, it is resting on C1 dash and D1 dash. So these two must be in parenthesis, right? So these two must be parenthesis. See, I am doing this in a pen because you can easily understand, but you have to do it in a pencil. Okay. So the edges which are going from these corners will be invisible. There is a vertical edge which is going from C1 to C. There is another vertical edge which is going from D1 to D. There is an edge which is going from D1 to C1. Next, there is another edge which is going from C1 to B1. Okay, so there is no edge from C1 to A1, but there is a edge from D1 to E1. Okay, like this you have to draw. So this is a step number 1. You have to do it. Next one, step number 2. Identify the face nearer to the observer. The face nearer to the observer must be dark. Okay, so this is step number 2. So the observer will be looking from down. So from here. So to the observer, which face is nearer? This is a top face. The top face. And this one is bottom face. So top face is nearer to the observer, therefore the top face must be dark. Okay, so which is the top face? So A, B, C, D, E represents top face. So this top face must be dark. Like this, you need to make it dark. So this is a step number 2. Next one, outermost boundary must be dark. That is a step number 3. Outermost boundary must be dark from E1 to E. Next, E1 to A1. A1 to B1. B1 to B. So this is the outermost must be dark. Okay, next one. Identify the remaining vertical edges. Remaining vertical edges must be dark. How many vertical edges are there? There are 5 vertical edges are there. B1 to B is joined. C1 to C is joined. D1 to D is joined. E1 to E is joined. Remaining vertical edge. The remaining vertical edge is A1 to A. So that is not joined. Remaining vertical edge must be dark. So this is how we are going to do it. Okay. So this is about the top view. Second step. What is the next step? Step number 3, inclination with respect to VP. Resting base edge is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. Which is a resting base edge? So D1 C1 is the resting base edge, right? See here, D1 dash and C1 dash, that is the resting base edge, is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. So therefore, from XY line I am going to draw another line which is parallel to XY line. Okay, so I am going to locate any one of the corner like this. From here I am going to draw a line which is inclined at an angle of 30 degree. Wait a second. Okay. So here I am going to draw a line which is inclined at an angle of 30 degree, line like this. Okay. Okay. Next what I am going to do is, as I told, we are going to enclose this in a box. So that will be the easiest method to transfer any object, because it will be easy and it will be perfect. Okay, so here it must be same as the step number, this step and this sketch both must be same. So therefore first I am going to fix, I am going to take this one as reference, 1 2 3 and 4. I am going to take another 2 reference, that is a 5 and 6. Why? Because so first I am going to construct the box. This 5 and 6 reference points is in the same line as C1 D1. So therefore first I am going to consider the box. I'm going to consider 6 here. So this is 6. I'm going to consider. Take the measurement from 5 to 6 or 6 to 5. Cut the arc. Okay, so this one is 5. So to this I am going to draw a vertical lines. Okay, perpendicular lines to this 30-degree lines. Perpendicular lines to this 30-degree line with the help of scale, and also you can use a protractor if you require. Now take the measurement from 6 to 3. 6 to 3. Cut the arc 6 to 3 and also 5 to 4. So extend this line. Okay, so like this you have to extend. So first my attention is drawing the reference box first. So this is a 3 and this one is 4. Now take the measurement from 6 to 2. It will be similar to 5 to 1. So 6 to 2 and also 5 to 1. So this is 2 and this one is 1. So draw this. This is a reference box you have to draw. Okay, so next, now after drawing the reference box I am going to locate all the corners. See, this A1 is between 1 and 2. So take the measurement from 1 to A. So I am going to transfer here 1 to A. So this one is A1. In the same way, take the measurement from 3 to E1. Okay, E1 is between 3 and 2. 3 to E1. It will be same from 4 to B1. 4 to B1. So next take the measurement from 3 to E1. 3 to E1. It will be same from 4 to B. To B. Okay, so this one is E1 and this one is B1 and this one is B and this one is E. Okay, so next we have to locate which one. Okay, B is over. C and D. See, from 5 to D1 you take. So 5 to D1. So takes from 6 to C1, that is 6 to C1. Okay, so this will be what? D1 and C1. In the same way, locate D and also the C. See, this is D and this one is C. Okay, so on remaining I need to locate A and O. For that I am going to draw a perpendicular line from A1 like this. So there are different methods are there. Okay, you have to just transfer, pay attention the geometry, what actually it is there, and try to locate it, and the different methods you can use to locate the corners. So this is the one of the method I am going to follow. I am going to locate A1 to A. In the same way, locate A1 to O. That is center, right? It is very much important. And also locate the O1. Okay, locate the O1 also. A1 to O1. So this one is O1, and this one is A, and this one is O. So now I am going to draw the visible and invisible edges. It is similar to this step. Okay. Okay, here D1 and C1 is in parenthesis. So D1 and C1 is in parenthesis. So this is a invisible. This one is invisible. This one is invisible. It is similar to the previous step. Okay, there is no change between the visible and invisible edges. Only thing what we are making is we are inclining the resting edge at an angle of 30 degree. Okay, after this what we have to do, the top face must be dark. Top face must be dark. Okay, see, only this main object must be dark. Next one, outermost must be dark. E1 to A1, A1 to B1, B1 to B, and the remaining vertical edges is A1 to A must be dark. Okay. So what next? So next part is we need to draw the projection, vertical projection and horizontal projection, and locate all the corners. After that, once again we need to identify the visible and invisible edges. First start with the bottom face, that is D1. See, this one is D1 dash, and this one is C1 dash. Okay, so next locate the B1 dash and E1 dash. Go one by one, don't get confused. Okay, go one by one. This is a projection of E1, E1 dash, and this is a projection of B1. So this one is B1 dash. Next, finally I need to locate the A1 dash. A1 dash. So this is the A1 dash. Any excess line you can just trim it or erase it. It will be very easy for you to understand. Okay. In the same way, we have to locate the O1. Okay, so this is the projection of O1. So this one is O1 dash. After this, draw the projection top face. I am identifying the top corners, that is C. So this is a C, and this one is D. Okay, next B dash and E dash. So there is a B, so this is a E. Go one by one, don't get confused. This is a E dash, so it's a D dash, C dash, and identify the B dash. So this is a B dash, and finally we have to locate the A dash. Okay, good. Okay, so this one is A dash. So any excess line you just trim this, so it will be very easy for you to. Next one, we need to locate the final O. So this one is O dash. Okay, so this is how we are going to draw the projection and locate all the corners. See here, so this is the bottom face. A1, B1, C1, D1, E1 represents what? Bottom face. Say A, B, C, D, E. This represents top face. So now I need to write the final front view. So for this, the observer will be looking from this side. Okay, so this will be looking from this side. So to the observer, so there are different steps are there. So I will show you how to draw the final front view. So here the only thing, these rules are applicable when bottom face is nearer to the observer. See, so the bottom face is nearer to the observer. So always you try to write this in such a way that the bottom face must be nearer to the observer. So then it will be very easy for you to follow these steps. Okay, so here the bottom face is nearer to the observer. So which is a bottom face? So this is the bottom face. Okay, so to write the front view, the first step is identify the face nearer to the observer from top view. So from where you are observing? From top view. So this is the top view. The face nearer to the observer must be dark. So which is the face nearer to the observer? The bottom face is nearer to the observer. The bottom face is represented as D1 to C1. Correct. Next C1 to B1. Next B1 to A1 dash. Okay, so you need to be very careful about the steps. A1 dash to E1 dash. Next E1 dash to D1 dash. See, always there will be edges from A1 dash to B1 dash, B1 dash to C1 dash in the same line. Okay, but we don't have any edges from A1 dash to D dash, right? So you should be very careful. That is the step number 1. The bottom face must be dark. So next one, the step number 2, outermost boundary must be dark. Outermost boundary, I will start with the C1 dash. See here C1 dash, the outermost is C dash. We have a vertical edge from C1 dash to C dash. Next outermost is C dash to B dash, the outermost boundary. Next one is B dash to A dash. So there is the next outermost. So next outermost is A dash to E dash. The next outermost is E dash to E1 dash. So this is how we are going to draw the outermost must be dark. Okay, so which is the face nearer to the observer? This is the face nearer to the observer. Okay, step number 3. So in the step number 3, identify the top corners in the bottom face after the boundary. The vertical or slant edges. Here it is a problem on prism. So therefore vertical edges going from these corners will be visible or dark. So what is the meaning of this? So this is the bottom face. In this bottom face, top corners after the boundary. See, so this is the boundary. So this one is one boundary and this one is another boundary. After this, the top corners, this is the A1 dash and B1 dash. The vertical edges from these top corners will be dark. What are the vertical edges? Which will be A1 dash to A dash, B1 dash to B dash. It must be dark. So this is what it states, step number 3. Next, what is the step number 4? So here is the prism or pyramid. It is a prism. Identify the untouched corner, enclose them in a parenthesis, and edges going from those corners will be invisible. Okay, so after doing these 3 steps, identify the corner which is not been touched at all. So that is the corner D dash. See, So therefore this must be inside the parenthesis. So now any edges which is going from this, so there is a edge, vertical edge from D dash to D1 dash, that is invisible line. Invisible line is represented as dashed lines. Next one, D dash to C dash, that is also invisible. Next one is D dash to E dash, that is also invisible. See, three lines, D1 dash to D dash, D dash to C dash, D dash to E dash. So these are the invisible lines. Okay. After this we need to draw the axis also. Axis. See, this is the, how to represent the axis? Large line, small line. Large line, small line. Large line. So this is how we are going to represent the axis. See, this is the final top view, final front view, which satisfies all the given condition. What are the condition? It is resting on one of its base edge, right? Pentagonal prism resting on one of its base edge. Axis is inclined at an angle of 40 degree to HP, and the resting edge is inclined at an angle of 30 degree to VP. Okay, so these are the methods to solve this problem. I hope you understood. Thank you. Namaste.